We were joking in New York. There's one fellow in that pack that knows. Ken Schrader knows how much he makes every spot he moves up and how much he loses every spot he goes back.
Oh, yeah, he'll intentionally run 10th because it's a bonus for being 10th.
Pays more than 9th with all that bonus money. You bet. 29 laps to go. Michael Waltrip leads Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Sr. in the Daytona 500 on Fox. Welcome back to Daytona.
It's the big one, gang. It's the big one. It's what we've all been fearing. This kind of racing is going to happen.
A horrible crash on the back straightaway that began when Tony Stewart got turned sideways against the backstretch wall number 20. Jason Leffler all torn up. The defending Cup champion Labonte. Stewart, there's fire underneath the hood of Bobby Labonte's car. He's out. He's okay. This is the view. You see Tony Stewart moving inside his car. Steve Park's car demolished. And Stewart's car flew and then had a car land on it.
The front of his car, the roll cage is down on him, I tell you, and that doesn't look good. They're running in with the safety crew. There's Robbie Gordon, and I'm not so sure that car there didn't have something to do with the start of it. It looked like a yellow car got against the outside wall to me.
Ward Burton, perhaps the fastest car here, torn up. Robbie Gordon, damage to Jeff Burton, Kenny Wallace as well. They have made it back to pit road.
Dale Jarrett, here he comes down pit road, tore all the pieces.
I think we could say it easier. I only see about 7 or 8 cars out there that does not have damage.
Steve Park pounding the roof of his car in frustration. And Jarrett, for the second time in 3 years, is caught up in a melee.
Here's Mark Martin,
all torn up. Let's see what happened coming off turn 2.
It's happened up here. I think that this car right here, man, and look at, is that Stewart's car?
That's Stewart's car. Rode right across the top of Robbie Gordon's car, the 4 car.
And
I think
everybody
back up and look at it again. I think that the 4 and the 20 may have been that started that.
Stewart was the first car sideways. Here's see why.
Here's the 4 got into the back of Ward Burton, I believe.
And then Burton's 22 got into Stewart. And everybody scrambles.
That car is taking a whale of a ride, that 20 car is. It's getting hit. It's upside down. It's hit on its roof. It's on fire.
And here's another angle.
Coming off of turn 2 where we've said that it's the wind. Somebody got into the back of that car right there.
That's Ward Burton right there.
Saw a puff of tire smoke and then everything let loose.
I think that's what started. Somebody got in back of Ward Burton off turn 2.
I'm pretty sure the 4 car got into the back of Ward Burton, turned him into the 20 car, and God help all of them because there's no place to go. And you can't see. Now here we come off of turn 2 again. Right there. See, Ward Burton got pushed around by that car, and that's the 4 car.
And he got in the back of Tony Stewart. Of course, Tony Stewart won airborne here.
And it was Ward Burton's car being sideways that blocked. Crash in turn 4.
Man,
and there in the midst of it sits Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch, the 2 leaders.
I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe Tony got a little loose all at once.
Kurt Busch, the 2 will go straight to the garage, Jerry.
I'm worried about you. I ain't worried about that car.
That was Greg Zipadelli, Stewart's crew chief. And the strongest Chevy and the strongest Dodge in Daytona are wrecked.
Let's watch it. I don't know if Kurt got into the back of Tony or not. Let's wait till we get around here and see. Tony's car just Tony hit the apron. He got down on the apron. He got a little bit loose. Kurt was all over the back of him, and there he goes.
Tony's dropped the window net on his car. That's a signal to safety workers that he is okay. Watch the yellow line.
Yeah, watch the left front tire. Gets it on the apron just a little bit. You see the car wiggle, and he gets loose. He's got to probably lift out of the throttle a tad. And here comes Kurt. Cannot get off of him. They make contact.
And then once Tony gets sideways, nowhere for Kurt Busch and the 2 to go.
What a shame.
You're doing 185 miles an hour, Darrell. The car in front of you suddenly loses several miles an hour of momentum. Was there anything Kurt Busch could do to avoid Stewart?
No, you could see he was trying to get down. He was trying to get underneath Tony to get away from me. It wasn't possible. He did everything he could do.
And remember, they had fresh tires. This is a racetrack where you run wide open on the mat. Just listen.
Just that little, you hear the throttle, and that's all it takes.
Tony Stewart's 9th try to win the Daytona 500 will come up short. We can show you the speed of Kurt Busch's car going through here. Sorry, we don't have that telemetry on the 20, but we'll give you an idea of how Kurt Busch tries to scrub off speed as Stewart loses his momentum. Busch is in the number 2.
These guys are quick, but they just can't. This happens too quick. See the car wiggle ever so slightly. Tony, you heard the...
See what happens here. Jeff Burton's in the middle with no help.
And Dale Jr. hooks up with the man who's been fastest here all day, Kyle Busch. Stewart's got help from Ryan Newman.
And how about Kurt Busch in that 2-car? Roger Penske has never had a 1-2 finish in a Sprint Cup race.
And he's never won at Daytona in this series.
I guess we're clean on the 18. I was a little bit worried about that pass he tried to make.
Well, he gave all those positions back, Darrell. Anything that he might have gained, he has backed off and given back. So now he's okay for these 2 laps to go.
And then how about these suspects at the front of the field right here? No surprise, Tony Stewart. But look at Ryan Newman and Kurt Busch.
And how about Reed Sorensen in that 41 car? 2 laps to go.
But it's not over. So
by no means.
Yeah, don't cash the check yet.
This is Tony Stewart's 10th Daytona 500, and already people are lining up saying, are you ever going to win it? Can tonight be the night?
What's going to be interesting, watch the high line. Remember a year ago, Kevin Harvick on the high side. Watch that high line.
Boy, nobody really wants to go with the 18 right here. They all seem to be working against him, but if he can ever get there, look out.
Push from Newman and help coming. That's Kyle Busch trying to get to Stewart. 2 Dodges, 2 Toyotas for the win.
Strap down the big TV. She's going to go for a ride.
Here we come. White flag. Bail out. 1 to go.
Stewart's got a great car. No question about that. It's just a matter of if Kurt can get a little help.
And Ryan jumped to the high side. Tony Stewart blocks him. Here comes Kyle Busch on the bottom.
Uh-oh, Toyota drag race down the back. Toyota drag race.
Teammates.
Newman was trying to get help from the other blue Dodge. Now he's got it. Toyota on the inside lane. Dodge on the outside lane. Who's going to win it?
It's going to come all the way to the wire. Here they go into turn 3.
Teammates working together. 2018, 212. 12 is going to win this race. I don't believe they can catch him back to the line.
He's going to have to make it wide. He's going to have to make it wide.
It's the Boilermaker, Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman, Roger Penske win the Daytona 500.
Way to go, guys. Way to go.
Roger Penske's first restrictor plate win and his first 1-2 finish.
And done it in style.
Down to know for later if he's stuck back in the pack. Balance good. His car just a little free when it was up top.
Johnson first, Kenseth second with a push from Gordon. Oh, Kane! Kane gets around, slides across the track. Dillon misses him. More carnage down toward turn number 1. Montoya, Harvick.
A real low apron.
All with damage as the caution comes out. Well, Keelan Harvick is not Dad's good luck charm today. Casey Kane, the blue Chevrolet number 5, the first car to go sideways, and then the secondary collision caught up Montoya and Harvick were under the second yellow flag, working lap 33.
Our champion, Brad Keselowski, a lot of damage.
The champ's got a lot of damage. Tony Stewart.
Car owner Rick Hendrick looks on to see which of his cars will make it back to pit road. Watch on the outside, the number 5, the blue car, and behind him, the yellow number 18.
Yeah, the 18 just got down on that inside, caught the left rear corner of the 5 car. That's a real vulnerable spot, and gave him a little tap and sent him sailing.
What a close call for Joey Logano on that 22. He was all the way down in the grass and dodged it.
Yeah, these guys on further down the track, they really got in it afterwards when people were slowing down.
Kane sideways, comes across the nose of Montoya. Logano misses him.
And Darrell, that was coming out of that trioval where you're running so fast with very little banking to hold you.
Somebody from 33rd up into the top 20 since the restart. Stewart in the wall, and now Matt Kenseth got bounced into the wall. Everybody scatters. Yellow flag. The Chevy of Tony Stewart, the Toyota of Matt Kenseth, come to grief here between turn 4 and the trioval at lap 41.
Look like that thing that we've seen. Oh gosh, he got right over into the 21 car. One of the things we've seen is when a car gets to the left corner of your car, it loosens you up so badly. That's what it looked like. Hamlin got that nose up there, shot him up the track.
Now Stewart was 6th down here at the bottom of the racetrack.
Yeah, you see Hamlin behind him in the 11. Now watch when Hamlin gets right to that left rear quarter panel. It turns your car, it makes your car get loose. And Tony tried to correct. Ryan Blaney was there. Michael ran into back of the 20. Michael walked into 55, ran in the back of the 20 of Matt Kenseth. Just a bottleneck chain reaction.
Damage on that red and white 21 of Ryan Blaney's as well.
Look at Jamie McMurray in that black number 1. He's going to slide through there.